Motion man to the right side of the formation is Jackson settling there. Looked like the receiver left early. They pitch it out to the right side of the Bulldogs. Will make a play in the backfield. Jamar Smith, he was unblocked from his linebacker position, and he quickly grabbed JaShuan Morris and brought down the 5'11", 180-pound senior for a loss on the play of more than 5. Second down at about 15. Green back of the shotgun, taking the snap, rolling to his right, throws it short. The ball's caught at the 46. The Bulldogs collide with the ball carrier, Darius Scott, and also Alex Ashley with contact. They knock him to the boundary and down at the 49. Big hit. Darius all over the place tonight from his middle linebacker position. And Panic getting ready to snap once again. Low again. Jake feels it nicely, boots it up in the air. This is a lot better. Going to make it close to the midfield stripe. It's going to bounce. Maybe it hit Johnson. The Bulldogs dive on it at the 44, and yes, the Bulldogs had the football. One of the Bulldogs was right there near the receiver, man, and he was the one, I think, that scooped up the football. Yep. The man on the job was Jimmy Edwards, a sophomore, wearing number 23 for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Now he can open up the offense a little more. Johnson with a four-man front. Linebacker very close to the line of scrimmage. Jamar Smith with the ball. Oh, he was headed for an open space, tripped up at the last moment by a diving Adam Smasher as he crossed the midfield stripe. Placed the football down at the 49. Jamar was about to go. It's going to be third down and very short for the Bulldogs. This is the kind of play where Usher can simply keep it and follow his big center, Jake Sykes, because he is a big quarterback. He's very good at these situations. With middle school, B-team ball, and varsity, he will do that. He has a first down easily. A big surge by the line and a nice run by Jordan. He doesn't get 1, 2, and 3. He gets about 5. Let's see if Wayne can get in there and blow up a play. Second down at 10. Green taking the snap, hands it off, and somebody blew up a play. I think it was Nathaniel Baker's beanbags come out, so perhaps a fumble at the Johnson 45. Baker, with a big hit, has jarred the ball loose, and the Bulldogs have recovered. The senior, Nathaniel Baker. 6:40 to play, second quarter. Dogs need a touchdown. They're down 14-0 to Johnson out of Savannah. Toombs at the Johnson 35. The ball's in the center of the field. Usher with the double wings. And a quick count, hands it off to Jamar. This time he's got some room. He's got a first down, trying to break toward the end zone. He is tackled well upfield by the third level by the defensive backs. Snap, he takes it one-handed, Cole down on the rush. He throws it across the middle, but it's wobbling up for grabs, and the ball is intercepted by Keyshawn Morgan. He picked off one in the scrimmage on a fourth down play. This time he picks off one on a third down play. With Jamar Smith, perhaps a little fresh right now after a little break, getting ready to go after scoring a touchdown. Usher keeps the football going to the outside of the 40 to the 43, and he's tackled from behind by Baker. But now it's fourth down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Now they need the first down. Usher dropping back, throws it left side, long and deep. Got a man down there, and there's got to be pass interference on that play. And I think that's the big guy, Carlos Eason, number 87. That'll be a first down for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Averaged about 200 yards per game last year. Coming out of the ball game, remember this year he's playing two ways, one of the few Bulldogs to go both ways, offense and defense. Dogs starting 2 freshmen on the offensive line, the 2 tackles, Kyle Reynolds and Irvin Mincy. And the quarterback, Usher, will keep again on the third down run. Great line surge, I guess, from Jake Sykes. Because, you know, the quarterback right behind the center. The Dog 46 and on the left hash. Bulldogs driving toward the north end zone, down 14-6. There's a motion man. Usher runs into Jamar, but still, boy, he's pushing people backwards again like he's Jamar. Crosses the tee into Adam Smasher territory, down around the 47, and another Dog first down. Bulldogs with a 2nd and 16. Jamar again up the middle, makes a move and a spin, runs into an Adam Smasher. He holds him up, and then several come over to tackle the senior down to the ground outside the Adam Smasher 10. Jamar owning the middle of the field right now. 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs after roughly a 6-yard gain. 6 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. Third quarter action. Dogs down by 8. as Jordan Usher will keep the football off a fake and run it inside the 10, dives close to the 7, maybe the 6-yard line in the center of the field, and it's 4th down for the Bulldogs. They can pick up the first down around the 2. They need, it looks like a short 5. So Jordan Usher will keep the offense on the field. You kick a 3, that makes it 14-9. Bulldogs miss the extra point. Bulldogs from the 6. Motion man is Corsi, taking a pitch, going to the outside, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Had a blocker that way, but he didn't seal off the Adam Smasher. And he smashed the play, and the Adam Smashers keep the Dogs out of the north end zone with a 4th down stop. So Johnson will take over on offense for the first time in the second half. Boy, it would have been great to drive for a score, convert for 2, and tie the ball game up. I hear a chant of L.M Guy from the stands, the new Bulldog head coach. High snap to Green. Hands it off to Morris, running to the outside, to the 11, to the 12. The Bulldogs gang tackle him. Jamar Smith in on the play. Closing quickly with his pretty good speed, 4.6, 4.7. But he is such a good linebacker. And that's why you got to have him out there on defense. That's why he's resting more on offense this year, because he's a playmaker on defense as well. We haven't seen him play a lot of linebacker the last couple of years. 3rd down and 7. 4:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Dogs down 14-6. Ball's at the 12-yard line on the Johnson side. Green under center. Rolls to the right and throws, and the ball is caught, and there's a first down. Now it's juggled, and it's loose, and it's picked up by the Bulldogs. They have the football on the far side. The receiver was going for the first down. The ball slipped out of his hand. One of the Dogs over there, was it Edwards, Sanders, somebody, I can't see the number, recovered the ball in the air. May have been Richard Sanders. I think it is number 25. Or number 20. No, it's Keyshawn Morgan, the freshman who picked off a pass earlier. How did he do that? And how do you fumble the ball really on no contact when you're about to get a first down? Jake Davis is a wide receiver to the right. The tall Carlos Eason, the basketball player, out to the left. He has incredible hands. If you throw a fade to him or just something up in the air. Running play for Jamar to the outside. Takes a block from Davis. Goes to the right side. Hit. Drives forward. Goes to the end zone. He's very close to the pylon as they knock him to the boundary. A sensational run by Jamar Smith. Hit him once. He's not going down. But a flag down on the play behind it. Back at the 12. That would be against the Bulldogs. Jordan dropping back. Throws it across the middle, and the ball is caught, but not nearly enough for the first down. The slant in there for the completion, but the Bulldogs needed a big chunk. So the Adam Smashers will take over. 2:38 to play in the 3rd quarter. Johnson 14, Toombs County 6. Johnson scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game on throws at 26 and 17 midway through the 1st quarter, and early in the 2nd, the Bulldogs scored their touchdown. Jamar on a 4-yard run. And the Bulldogs missed their extra point, 14-6. That touchdown with 4:25 to play in the 2nd quarter. So the Bulldogs will go with a single safety, putting 8 on the line, 2 very close to the line. You got to figure you're going to get good field position no matter what out of this. Are the Bulldogs going for the block? Not really. He's going to run to the right and punt it up in the air, but it's not going anywhere. Straight up. And the Bulldogs better back away. It's going to bounce, and it's taken a Bulldog bounce. And I'm talking about in the red zone. The ball hops around the 20. So the Bulldogs start inside the red zone after the defense is stopped, after they were stopped on a 4th down and long play. Here we go. 2nd down and 8 for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Jamar Smith taking the handoff, bouncing to the outside, breaking a tackle, cutting it to the inside. Jamar running toward the goal line, is tackled very close to it on another fantastic run. Picks up a dog first down, showing that shiftiness. You know, he starts the play to the right, cuts it back, great field vision like all running backs have, like a Thez Robinson, a Jamar Smith. And the Bulldogs have a 1st and goal down at the 2. Usher behind center will keep the football and drive forward. These have been very successful all night. The quarterback keepers, and it is once again as Usher scores a touchdown. This time a 2-yard run, and he's in the end zone. And the Dogs have pulled to within just 2 points. And now they will try the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game up just 19 seconds into the 4th quarter. Usher behind center. You go to Jamar? Why not? Here's Jamar fighting forward. Hit, and did he get the goal line? The official on the far side says yes. Johnson disagreeing. Maybe it's a good thing there is no instant replay in this game. I don't have a great vantage point on the play, but it looked like Jamar was hit pretty hard right around the goal line. But he kept the forward progress moving, and the official saw it. Touchdown, 2-point conversion. The Bulldogs have tied it up at 14. How about that? With Morris to his right. Taking a shotgun snap. All these snaps have been good. Here comes a Bulldog rush. It's a good one. Chunks it across the center of the field, and the ball is caught. Now they had one receiver kind of open, and catching the ball is Matthew Jackson, a senior, under 6 feet tall, grabbing that ball. The defensive secondary just did not get over there to make that catch a difficult one. That was an easy catch for him. And the Adams Smashers are now in a goal-to-goal situation. Inside the Bulldog 10, down around the 7, I believe. First and goal. Green still in his shotgun. Ball in the left hash. Taking the snap. Fakes the handoff, runs it down the left hash and into the end zone for an Adams Smasher touchdown near the Bulldog Fieldhouse, with pictures of all the senior cheerleaders and football players up on the side. Johnson has scored with 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The game tied at 20. And now the big lineman's going to come in. Haven't seen him in a while. He kicks. He's 6'2", 200 at 81 pounds. Trevor Tatum. Kicks it soccer style, left-footed too. That's unusual. But his kicks have been really good. They're not really high. Maybe a tall guy could leap up and block it. Good snap. The kick low, but through, I believe, and it is. So Tatum is good again into the north end zone, and the Adams Smashers lead the Bulldogs 21-14. 8 to play in the 4th quarter as we break on Y101. Okay, right now Wayne Denson will come in to anchor the center of the defensive line, replacing Trevor Grimes. Gain of almost 4 to make it 2nd and 6. The ball at the Johnson 47-yard line, and the clock running. The Bulldogs had 3 timeouts remaining on the new scoreboard with 6:30 to go. Green in the gun, so he's standing at his 42, taking the snap, and he'll hand it off. They run it up the middle again. That's a guy who picked off the pass, Howell, and he has hit the ball, knocked free, and pulled out is running. Inside the 10, the whistle is blowing, though, and the Bulldogs will not get a defensive touchdown. They thought they had one. They are upset. Sean Pope thought his defense had forced the turnover, and Dowd had picked up the football and scored. And Green back in the gun. Will he throw it? No, he's going to hand it off to Morris, going to the outside. He's hit hard. Boy, he's driven down to the turf by Nathan Belt, a defensive back who read the play and got there quickly. It's 4th down. 1st and 10 for the Dogs. Hand off to Jamar, weaving to the left side. Keeps his feet as he goes to the 35, to the 40. Now Jamar's still running. Jamar wants more. Jamar is running inside the 35. He's going to slip free. Jamar's running toward the end zone. Jamar is going to go in for 6. What a run. Maybe one of his best ever. But that's a matter of opinion. Wow. Jamar Smith running for 67 yards. I mean, he gets in this mode sometime where he will not go down. It's like he pumps himself up like a professional wrestler, and he says, I don't care what you do to me. I don't care how hard you hit me. I don't care where you hit me. I'm not going down. Green putting a man in motion to the left of the formation. Now he's going to hand it off on a sweep play that way with a penalty flag down. He's going to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs will make a big hit, but remember, a penalty flag back at the 36. And every time these penalties have been holding or something against Johnson. And again, it's holding. The Adams Smashers not happy with that one. Third down and 18 for the Adams Smashers from their 26. High snap to Green over his head. He's going to go and pick it up. It's a 6. Wants to throw it. The ball's fumbled. The Bulldogs are diving for it inside the 5-yard line. Did they get it? Yes, they did. Oh, my goodness. The first bad snap of the night to the quarterback, and one of the Dogs getting up with the football. Maybe it's Nathaniel Baker. No, it's Bryson Smith. 57, not 7. Now the Bulldogs have it first and goal. Boy, that's a huge mistake by Johnson, holding the 1-point lead. Dawgs set up inside the 5, marking it the 4. Out comes the offense with a first and goal. Down by 1 single point. Jordan Usher. He'll be the quarterback. Jamar Smith will be the fullback. One of those two probably going to carry the ball right here. It's Jamar. Finds a crease in an opening. Dives for the end zone. And in with a Bulldog touchdown. The Bulldogs have come back. They were down 14-0 at one point. And now for the first time tonight, the Dogs have the lead. Green in the shotgun. High snap again off his fingertips. The ball is loose. The Bulldogs dive at the 48. They are celebrating. Nathaniel Baker says they have it. He's clapping coming to the sideline, but they're fighting for the football at the 48. The Dogs have recovered the football again. On the second straight high snap to the quarterback. The center must be getting tired. It snapped earlier in the game, not near as high. First and 10, handoff to Jamar. No. Usher pulls the ball out, runs to the outside of the 45, diving close to the 44-yard line. Another fine play fake by the junior quarterback, fooling the defense in me for a moment. Keeps the ball in play, did not go out of bounds, although he was close to the boundary. Bronza Jones in at fullback, but will Usher try the conversion again? That's what Johnson is thinking. They're filling up the A gap and the B gap and the C gap and all the gaps. Hand off to Bronza. He has the first down. Boy, he fired through that line of scrimmage. Found an opening off the left side. And picked up a Dog first down to the Adams Smasher 40-yard line of the Bulldogs on the line of scrimmage are clapping. They made it happen right there. So they move the chains and start the clock. 1:49 to go. First and 10 at the Johnson 40. Dogs up 26-21. The box is loaded, but all the Bulldogs want to do is kill the clock. And Usher will kill the clock with a run and break a tackle and dive for the first down and get it at the 46-yard line. Jordan Usher showing his maturity, his strength, and his ability to run this offense effectively. Not a little quarterback, but a big guy running this option-type offense. He has accumulated a lot of yardage tonight, for sure. Dogs driving toward the Johnson end zone. It's the south end zone at the moment. There's a handoff, and that is Jamar Smith in the game, and boy, he's just going to drive everybody forward. Wear him out and take him down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14, and Jamar's flapping. No, that wasn't Jamar. It looked like Jamar. It was Bronza. That looked like Jamar. That's the best compliment you can give a fullback. He actually looked like Jamar. Jamar's back in the ball game. Usher putting Tyrese Kidd in motion. And there's a handoff, and nothing there for the Dogs. Johnson coming up with the football, running back the other way, but the whistle is blown. Johnson is signaling there's a fumble. I didn't see a beanbag come out. Is there a fumble? Bulldog defense is coming out on the field. Oh, no. 59 seconds to play, and you got to play defense? Yes. The Dogs have fumbled it back to Johnson when all they're doing is working the clock. So Johnson will have the ball at the Adams Smasher 15. The Bulldogs will take a timeout. We'll break. Dogs up 26-21. Inside a minute to play on Y101. Got to make one more play to win their first game of 2014. Their first game as a AAA team, and their first game for their new head coach, L.M Guy, and all the new coaches that have joined the staff, like Coach Farrell and Coach Pope and Coach Hayes, the former Bulldog, and Coach Beasley. And Coach Burns, who came up from the middle school. Green, high snap to him. Bulldogs are rushing. Throws it short to Mars. Mars goes to the 25. Mars goes to the 26. Mars has the ball knocked free. The Bulldogs pick it up. They're running the football down inside the 20. The game's going to end on that play right there. The Toombs County Bulldogs have won tonight 26-21 over Johnson. Coach Guy successful. The Bulldogs successful. And what an exciting game. And an injured Adams Smasher at the end. I think some of the Adams Smashers playing both ways just worn out. I think that's one of the big keys to the ball game, making plays, but being fresher at the end of the ball game. So the Bulldogs, who were down 14-0 and 14-6 at halftime, stormed back, tied at 14 on an Usher touchdown. Went down 21-14, came back. Jamar 67 yards, made it 21-20. Jamar for 4, made it 26-21. And the Dogs and the Adams Smashers will shake hands in the pit on a successful night. And the Indians of Vidalia coming up next Friday night. This is a Thursday night victory for the Toombs County Bulldogs and on WSAB in Savannah. The game will be replayed on Sunday morning beginning at 10. I'll be headed down to the Bulldog locker room or down to the field to talk to a lot of Dogs and head coach L.M Guy. And that's coming up next on Y101.